Hey everyone, Selwyn here from WynnStrength. On today's quick training tip video, I wanted to talk about Atlas stones and one accessory lift for the stone lifting that'll help you further down the line. So all it is a pick off of the ground. So a lot of the times with the Atlas stone, you want to pick it up off the ground, lap it, and then bring it up to your chest so you can lift it over a bar, or even bring it up to your shoulder for a full stone lift. But given that those are a bit more difficult lifts, if you're having trouble getting to those stages of the stone lift, what you can do is start off with a simple pick off of the ground. So all we're doing there is we're just getting in a starting position and then standing, bringing the stone off of the ground, and then performing that for reps. You're going to move the stone, maybe you're going to be moving the stone under a foot depending on how tall you are. And you're just going to do that as much as you can, and what that's going to do is help you in that starting position off of the floor, which is probably one of the hardest part of the stone lift, just because it is an awkward spot and you've got a rounded back because you're hugging this big sphere. Unlike a deadlift where you can set up, tuck in your lower back, you can get really technically well. Your body mechanics are better at lifting up heavy deadlifts than they are for picking up heavy round balls. So given that, you really want to train that starting movement, because that's going to be one of those difficult sticking points. Like if you can't pick the stone up off of the floor, you can't do anything else off the mat. And what this is going to do is it's not only build some muscle mass through volume, but it's also going to give you that practice of just picking the ball off the ground. You're going to get more reps and more practice at that technique and the way to display the strength in order to successfully lift the ball off of the ground. Because for the most part, pure raw strength isn't going to be the limiting factor here, because a lot of people, for the most part, can deadlift more weight than you can pick up a stone off the ground. And that is because of those disadvantaged biomechanics. And you're not gripping something in your hand, you're kind of hugging it. There's a lot of things that make a stone lift a lot harder of a movement to perform than a deadlift with a standard bar. So hopefully that helps you with your training. We're going to do a couple reps now, and we're just going to pick it up off the ground and then drop it on the ground again. Nothing fancy, nothing simple. We're just really just doing that in order to get some reps and use it more of an accessory lift rather than a lift in and of itself. So as you can see there, nothing fancy, nothing glamorous. You're really just getting those reps to practice the movement of picking the stone off of the ground, getting the balance right, focusing on where your foot placement is, where the ball placement is, how to grip it with your hands and your forearms, getting everything in line so that you set yourself up for a better stone lift when you get around to picking it up over a bar or putting it up off your shoulder. Because for the most part, if you don't start the pick, you're going to start the lift with really good technique, it's going to be really hard to recover from there. So this is the starting point here, is probably one of the most crucial parts of the lift, because it sets up how well you're going to perform that lift, no matter how high you're going to be lifting the Atlas stone. Hopefully that helps you with your training. This has been Selwyn from WynnStrength, and remember, a better life through strength.